Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Aaron, and I'm playing Sam Feluge.
This is Johnny playing Chime North.
This is Jeremy playing Julian Illix.
This is Jeff playing Jerr Lan.
And I'm Jordan, and I'm playing Creepy Child number 3.
Number three.
Number 3.
There's been more numbers than that.
So anyway,
Yeah.
as we left off, Sam, Jer, and Julian were pulling their way
In the
sewer gondola.
Oh, like the ones they have underneath the Vatican.
sewer gondola.
It's not a sewer yacht, but I will give you a gondola. Chime, on the other hand, is having a very interesting philosophical conversation.
With a very psycho elemental. And he knows it's with the elemental.
So it seems that the child / elemental / whatever has gone into something of a trance. And you're untied, you're sitting in a corner. It doesn't seem like Choller is around right now. He's left on some kind of errand of some sort. What would you like to do?
Where is the boy?
Abel.
At this point, you can't really see him.
Right now, I just stand up and see if Aelin responds.
Even or odd?
Even.
Odd. Her eyes open.
Just stretch my legs.
Looks like you've stretched enough. Why don't you sit down?
I give a few stretches and then I sit back down.
She settles back down in her meditation pose.
Is there anything like pebbles or anything nearby that I can...
Yes.
I grab a handful of pebbles.
Okay.
And I just start, like, one at a time, just flicking them towards the water. Does she do anything while I'm doing it?
She opens one eye, looks at you for a moment, and then closes it.
Like, am I in the corner, or am I just up against the wall?
Up against the wall.
Alright. I stand up again. You want to go for a walk?
Okay. We can walk. You walk in front of me.
Okay. And I walk. Start walking around, start looking around the shop. Do I see workbenches or anything like that, like with tools and stuff?
You see a toolbox.
Okay.
Not really a workbench. It seems like the tools are set to the side of the one of a boat that he had been working on, that Choller had been working on.
I ask her, so, did you help with the installing of the new cartridges?
Abel and I did, yeah. We sped it up.
What do you mean you sped it up? I saw how you could age things, but what do you mean you sped it up?
We speed up time.
So you sped up time for the entire warehouse?
No, just for inside. Like, we go... It does the thing. Daddy fixes it, and then we revert it back. Just, like, only an hour or two.
So you can revert... You can make time go backwards, too?
No. I mean...
Slow it back down to regular speed?
Speed up, and then regular.
Okay. That's very unique talent.
We're a team.
How did you all learn that?
They told us.
They who?
She just taps her forehead.
Oh, okay. So they knew about it already.
Mm-hmm. How do you think this city got built so fast?
Well, that was hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
2 weeks, though.
Well, they always said Rome was not built in a day.
But there is no road.
So where do all roads lead?
To the council.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
If you look at the map of Consiglio, there is a giant square in the middle of the map.
While I was putting this together, I kind of threw this idea in. Because I initially just had the central hub there, and I thought, all the cars go to the central hub. I was like, wouldn't it be more interesting if the 4 stations where everybody gets off, No one stays on.
Nobody.
Then the trains disappear into the middle, and this big box in the middle of the city is a restricted area.
Mhm.
Like no one,
Super restricted
no
compound.
one goes in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no one has any idea what's in there.
Not even the elemental, or not even the proxies that
Run
control
trains.
the trains. Like they move it from the outside at the last stop.
They push it in, and do they wait for it to come back out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
Creepy. Yes.
Not if you've grown up with it.
Well, no.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that does your elemental have a name?
We're done talking about that.
Okay, I was just trying to get to know both of you better. That's all.
I think we should sit back down.
Oh, but I'm enjoying walking. You're watching me, right? I'm not causing any troubles.
Yeah. Go ahead and try and convince her.
Okay.
Let you walk around some more.
20.
She's okay with the idea of walking around a little bit more.
Well, I keep looking around the shop. What is Abel doing?
Abel is not there.
He's not there. Okay, so it's just two of us in the shop right now.
Correct.
How many boats are there?
19.
And how many empty berths are there?
12.
Leland, do you know how the machine works that pulls the boats in and out of the water?
Not really. I mean, there's this hook over there, and it hooks onto the eye on the front of the boat,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just pulls it up the sled.
Well, it's actually a pretty simple process. You see? There's just this little switch right over here that just does all that work for you. All you have to do is hook it on, and it does it for you. You want me to show you how to hook it up and push the switch?
Okay.
So I take a boat that's close to the water, and I hook it up, and I find the controls, and hit lower into the water.
You need to get out of the boat, though.
No, come here. It's easier if you see it from up here.
You'll have to convince her.
Alright. I have a 13.
It was 15.
15. Do you want to spend a character point?
Yes. I have 30.
15. Okay. Alright. I'll climb up there with you.
Alright.
Just to understand the scene that's going on here. It's an aqua
Rail
barge
Correct.
that is getting loaded into. There's an offshoot,
Yeah.
and so this would feed into the regular system.
Yes.
Okay.
How fast is the current flowing?
7 knots.
9-ish miles per hour.
So
It's not super fast,
not that
but-
fast.
But you don't want it to be fast in
No.
an onload, offload situation.
Oh, okay. So you're just talking about the current in the.
Yeah.
Is this just a trench, or is it a closed-in system?
Like a tube.
I thought
Yeah.
we always picture. Well, in the past, we've talked about like a trench.
Yeah.
But-
Okay. I was just wondering.
It's a trench with some water current in it,
Okay.
but then also
Where elemental speeding
Yeah.
it up.
So one other question while we're on the topic: is it raised above everything, or is it street level?
Above.
it's raised above it.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what
we had it all.
Yeah,
like,
people can walk underneath.
Monorail
That's
style.
Okay.
It's
suspended,
actually a really cool mental image.
Yeah.
suspended from the top of the dome above everyone.
Oh, we
I thought
No.
No, I thought it was on pylons.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's okay.
Don't suspend it from the dome.
Nothing is suspended from anything. No.
Even right.
Nope, not giving you an option.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
So we're in the boat's in the water. So, where did Joel and Abel go?
Training.
Training. So why didn't they take you with them?
Someone had to watch you.
With that, I unhook the boat and let it start slowly drifting.
Hey, why did you do that?
Well, it was an accident. Do you know how to get us back onto the hook?
I can try pushing us backwards. She goes to the front of the boat and holds out her hands and just pushes a massive amount of fire to create like thrust backwards.
Steam. Lots of steam.
There is a lot of steam, but the boat begins to push its way back up the ramp.
Okay.
This is hard work.
I figure how I can do this without actually hurting her. Very strong elemental inside of her.
Go ahead and make a roll for me. This would be like a knowledge roll.
Yeah.
Nice, Julian. That's a good roll.
Yeah.
22, 23.
23. Okay, so you know two very important things from growing up as sibling to a fire elemental. What are those two things?
Quick temper.
Mm-hmm.
And they're afraid of the dark.
Okay.
Fire produces light. Alright, while she's pushing the boat, I'm going to see if there's any kind of, like a burlap sack or anything, or any kind of big, dark bag
On the boat?
on the boat.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation roll.
18.
What do you find?
I find a canvas bag that would hold a sail for a backup.
Okay, very nice. So it sounds like you're going to try and get this over her head.
Yes,
It sounds kind of sneaky.
it is. So, yes, I'm going to come up behind her and sack her.
Okay. Do you want to spend any kinds of points on this?
Yes.
Sometimes you just need a reminder.
We were reminding him last time and he didn't do it.
And it's canvas, so it's not easily caught on fire.
Oh, gosh. My goodness.
16.
You're able to get the bag over her head, but she starts screaming almost immediately.
Does she stop pushing with her firepower when she starts screaming?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just going to keep pushing the bag down to get her arms trapped.
Okay. And she's thrashing around in your arms. So go ahead and make a physique roll.
Yeah, I'm not very strong.
It's a 5-year-old.
I know.
It's a 5-year-old.
Yes, but this is Jordan.
Oh my goodness!
Do you have any pluses?
Nope.
Oh, said this over and over. Pluses, so you don't roll a 0.
So, what's the target?
Character point.
That's what I'm saying. What's the target number?
The target was 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't a very hard target.
So I would have to roll at least 2 die, 2 character points.
No.
Out of 3.
Unless you
roll a
6.
6. Alright.
But you don't want to roll a 0.
No, I
Because
don't
that
wanna
is
roll
going to
a
be
0.
very bad.
Yeah.
To spend at least 1 to not
to spend
get
at
a
least
0.
2.
Oh my goodness.
What is wrong with your dice?
I have no idea. I get a third 5. That's not 10.
But it's still an 8.
She manages to push her head back and hit you right in the solar plexus, forces all of the air out of your lungs, and you double over. As you do, you drop her, and she hits the railing in her stomach, and then she flops over into the water underneath the boat as it goes over.
I'm escaping.
You're shaving on the barge?
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as he gets outside of the building, I'm going to see the first place I can. I'm jumping out.
Okay. So it actually goes into a warehouse. It reaches the level of the aqua rail.
How far away am I from the station?
You're only about 80 feet away from the station.
Okay. So I'm going to wait till I get to the station and then jump out.
Okay.
Let the barge keep going
Okay.
and hop on the phone.
So when you do that, as the barge goes through, an alarm starts going off. Unauthorized entry, and guards start chasing you.
The guards come. I'm like surrendering. I'm like, I need help.
Okay.
We need to contact Captain so and so.
Captain Wolf.
Captain Wolf. Sure.
So.
And I give whoever these officers there my credentials.
Okay.
Who's Captain Wolf?
That was my
the
next
military police captain. I'm not the city police, but the charge of the city police. Because this is a nanny state.
It probably would be higher than a captain. I
Probably.
would say that it would be at least a lieutenant colonel.
Or you said general.
I'm also thinking, if it were something like North Korea, I don't know if they would be handing out titles like candy, like to make people feel important. So, like, all right. So, history lesson: every time we've gone to war with a group of countries, when we've done that, we've always tried to elevate our officers over their officers. So we've had 5-star generals during World War II,
Yeah.
which we typically don't.
It's a very rare thing to actually have a 5-star general.
And so that's kind of what I feel like North Belisara would do. It's all of our officers are general officers, so that way every time we interact with another country, ours are the higher ranking. I could see it being a general. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Well, General Wolf then.
This guy's gotten promotions. He went from captain.
In the course of 5 minutes, was gone from captain to general.
General, that's right.
Wow, we're efficient military.
General Wolf is only 13 years old.
Gosh.
You joke.
Yeah, right?
Get word to him that there's an imminent terrorist attack
Okay.
for the Aqua Rail.
Okay. All right, so that word is put in, and we will go ahead and transition back to the sewers.
Row, row, row your boat. Singing it around.
Choking them along.
I would be looking for, manhole covers to judge where we were, I guess.
Okay.
How far we've gone.
Julian is just on the heat sensor. We'll figure out where we are.
But we're following the markings.
If and when we find something, or we decide to give up.
Or at least another chain that's acting like a docking station, like the one where we got this boat.
So you want to make a roll for investigation?
Sure. 16.
Okay.
I'm looking for Chime. Or evidence. 4.
Man, you boys are rolling low tonight.
Here we are.
Around the next curve, you pick up some heat signatures, and you hear a sound of a breaking of bricks.
Slow down.
Julian's going to just grab the end of the flashlight and then take it back and turn it off and hold up the sensor and point to it.
So I guess we slow down and try and stop. Or at least move a lot slower.
So I'm imagining it got pretty dark in there.
Yes, it did. You can kind of see a bit of a cherry glow ahead of you.
I'm going to put out my feelers again in the water. Just dip my hand in the water so I can tell what's going on. Oh. Nope.
Sam's also going to attempt to touch her shoulder and say see again.
Okay.
628. Okay. Sam can, it's called ultravision
Okay.
in the book. Just see with very little light.
You got your little sensor.
It's just one
One heat signature?
one
or
blip.
2 blips.
They're just around the corner?
I know who
Or,
they are. Around the bend.
Yeah.
Just around the river bend.
Sam says, I'll go look. That's gingerly out of the boat.
Go ahead and make a sneak roll.
Julian's not going to wait. He's going to go as well.
Okay.
You're going to crash your boat into them because you can't see them. No!
On 5 dice, I roll a 5.
14.
I'm spending a character point.
Oh, nice.
Alright, 9, 14.
Target number's 15.
Yeah. Character point.
Yeah, character point.
19.
18.
I'm going to use my breathe underwater. I'm going to get out of the boat. Yeah, it's gross, but... but it'll...
Effective.
It'll be effective. I mean, it's not like I haven't done extremely gross things before with my long profession of career hopping. Target was 11.
You got it.
I got it. So I pull my head under the water. While my face is under the water, I move both my hands down across my face as if pulling on a mask. And there's now a bubble of breathable air around my head.
No. So only
But you
avenues in the poop water.
He had to get his face into the water to do it.
Yeah. Now I can swim under the surface of the water to get to them.
Julian's walking through. Something just brushed past my leg.
So the question is, if you're underwater, are you wet?
I would imagine his body is wet, yeah.
It's not like we hadn't been walking through it half hour ago.
Are there any sides?
Walls.
Sidewall,
Sidewall.
so you have to walk into it.
The water.
The wade in the
Yes.
water. Okay.
There's only-
In the water.
I would think that there was only like platforms underneath the ladders
Yeah.
for
That makes
access.
Okay.
We are sneaking around the sewer bed.
Yes. You hear the noises stop. The sound of the bricks moving, you hear that stop. It sounds like some people talking.
How close are we?
It's not a big bend, so 12 meters.
Okay. So are they whispering or talking?
It sounds like they're talking, but they're not in hushed tone.
Okay.
You go around slowly, carefully, safely, trying not to be heard, and you can see. It looks like a torch made out of shovel, wrapped in with a sail wrapped around it. And that is stuck into a mound of dirt that has been built up on the floor of the tunnel. And you can see that there are bricks that have fallen out of the top of the tunnel, and then there are some that are pushed out at varying lengths. Some are just barely out, some of them are only hanging on by a thread, and most of them are midway.
Can we identify the personages?
One of them looks like a young boy, and the other one looks like a tall, lanky man.
Is there any resemblance between Choler and Chime?
Yes.
There's about 3 years age difference, so it's not like we look like twins.
I'm gonna reach out and touch your shoulder, Julian's shoulder, real close, and say, "That's Chime's brother." Very quietly.
Nods.
Okay.
I kind of like slide up as close to them as I can and stop myself. And I'm going to attempt to listen through the water.
At this point, I don't think either Sam or Julian know where Jerr has gone.
No. We both think he's back at the boat, I guess.
You don't know, because we've seen the boat go ahead.
That's a good roll.
That is a good roll.
He must just...
I rolled a 20.
So, like, you can hear, like, the vibrations of what they're saying.
Yeah, so I can
Or through
make
the water.
out what they're saying through the water.
Julian is going to point and motion, like, for him to keep going. Since Sam is in front of him, he's not going to try and skirt around him and make more noise. And Julian has his flashlight at the ready.
So what do I hear them talking about?
They're talking about how they need to be paying close attention because this boat was not supposed to have been worked loose. Nobody was supposed to have been using it at this point.
So they think that it just worked itself loose and floated down, maybe?
No.
No, they think someone let it go?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around and come back to you guys and get up as slowly and quietly as I can.
You might get shot, sir.
No, I'm going to be like coming up from behind you.
You might get shot.
Go ahead and roll sneak.
I don't know if you want to be loud or quiet, depending on what reaction you're going for.
I just want to let you guys know that they're on to the fact that someone's down here with them.
Jeff just spent a hero point. Or character point.
Oh, gosh, Jeff.
Oh my goodness.
You're just not rolling well today.
No, not at all.
I rolled a 6.
You still have your imaging sensor thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're facing the wrong direction.
That would have come up, right?
Mm-hmm. So you would have seen me floating down there.
Well, no, it's so dark, I don't think I would have seen you. I would have just seen something moving past us.
And you would know that he wasn't in the boat. I mean...
Fair enough.
We'll say that you are 2.5 meters away.
Do I sneak well enough to not make a lot of noise when I get out of the water?
Actually, you don't. It's a bad transition from water to air when you're going back from the water to the air.
Yeah.
It's kind of a reverse gasp kind of thing, like a little bit of a choking noise.
What are you rolling?
I'm rolling to make it dark.
It's like magically dark.
Yep.
Void dark,
Uh-huh.
where there's
No light will work.
There's no light that'll work. Oh, crap.
Which doesn't mean if there are fireballs flying through darkness where light doesn't work.
11. I think my target's
The
like
fireball's
16.
still there, they just only made it in light.
14,
That's scary.
21.
Target
24. 23. Target of 15. So it is dark. Very suddenly. Very magically. So 12 meters, or 12 feet,
Oh, it's
centered on me.
they're in the darkness.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Julian doesn't see anything. He's going to expect to click on the flashlight and then announce his...
It does describe the effect in there. It's a darkness, rank 3
Okay.
in the special
Oh,
abilities.
don't you have to roll?
Sight-based abilities targeting are more difficult. Plus 20 to all sight difficulties. 20!
That's why it's level 3.
Last 4 minutes. Means that they can't shoot us.
And we're going to have to see how this resolves right after this.
Hey there, my name's Anthony, and I run an actual play podcast called Deep Fried Dice, where we play role-playing games. On Deep Fried Dice, we like to explore our imaginations and tell strange stories in alternate worlds, funny fantasies, and sort of epic fiction. Twice a week, we play games using genres and systems on the less traveled side of role-playing in the hopes of showing off the flexibility this hobby can provide. If you like tabletop games, bad jokes, and hearing stories, then come listen to us at www.deepfrieddice.com.
So, all of a sudden there's this darkness that nobody can figure out.
Except Sam.
Except Sam.
Julian would try and click on the flashlight,
And nothing would happen.
and
And
nothing happens. Then you hear click, 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 click.
So the next step is Sam reaches out to touch Julian, hearing the click, 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 and says, "See." And so you hear, "See." And 21, 22, 24, 25 with a target of 20. So you can now see everything.
I can see as if it was normal.
No, yeah. I think Sam would let you see the heat signatures.
Oh, so I
Around
see
you.
heat signatures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what Sam said she was going to do. I was going to do earlier.
Yes.
So
He's still blind.
when I pop out of the water, it's more like a sloshing, the water falling down around my head sound.
You can see, and then he pops out of the water and all of a sudden can't see.
Exactly.
How did they react? So this is cast time of the sea spell is around.
You hear swearing.
Jacques Le Beau.
As all of a sudden the light goes out for everybody, the torch is just gone, and you can hear like panicked bursts of flame in all directions, and you can hear someone just shrieking at the top of their voice all sorts of profanities.
Okay. So then I do the same thing for Jerr when he pops up out of the water.
Do you know?
So
it's
you
me?
can see those
I can see.
bursts, Julian, because
See,
now
we
you
see
can see
that's
it.
me.
Yeah.
The infrared. Julian is going to try and go up behind the adult figure and just clock him on the back of the head to try and take him out.
You can see
Okay.
30.
30?
30.
Okay.
So I can now see.
Okay.
Well, I was going to tell you guys that they're onto us, but now they know.
So
You don't want to say anything because sound still travels.
yeah,
So in addition to the adult figure, you can see like a spectral ghost floating behind both of the adult and the child. And it seems like they're reaching into the person, and the ghosts have the person's heart cupped in their hands. One looks like a pulsing, fiery creature, very volatile, just going all over the place. The other one looks firm and steady, but it looks like a giant rock crystal of salt.
So that Julian initially was going to just round the corner and try and just knock out the adult. He doesn't have time to do anything else.
So do I see the infrared or just normally?
Same thing. I think since Sam tried to do it earlier.
Okay,
You see infrared, yes,
okay,
but you do not see the same figures.
because that's part of his innate ability.
Oh.
Ooh, that's different. That is different. Oh,
That's why you
hold
can
on.
communicate with them.
Revelation for later. He's still going to go up. Okay, because he's trying to act fast, and he would have try and in any other situation he would try and connect and communicate with one of them, but he doesn't have time for that.
Okay.
So he's going to try and still just
Clock him on the head with your
Yeah.
like pistol whip him.
pistol whip him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a melee combat.
Do we need to roll some form of initiative?
You've got to drop on him.
Okay. Good.
Because they didn't see you coming around the corner, all of a sudden it just goes dark.
I'm also going to sync statement.
Okay. Your target number to knock somebody out on this, I would say that it's going to be 16.
I should have this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
you
you
don't
go
get
with
two.
8 dice.
With 8 dice.
As long as you get at least a 2 on each die.
Actually, no, wait. We're going to make this a little more difficult. You're trying to move up there quickly, so you're going to have to...
Under 20.
You're going to have to roll... No, you're going to have to run to get there, and then you're going to have to... So you can do
We
two...
were 10 feet away.
10 feet away, so
Okay.
it's not...
It's one. It is still a run. That's
It's-
one round.
It is a
Yeah.
move. Yeah. But isn't that what? If you want to do 2 actions, it's 1d off of the second
It is.
action?
It's
Yeah, so
off
it'd
of
be-
both actions.
Off of both
6
actions.
dice instead of 8 dice.
Okay, well, in that
Be it all
case, I'm going to still just crouch really low
Okay.
and just wait till I'm right up on them.
Okay.
Take a round.
Taking a little bit more time to do it.
Okay. So do you,
So
you want to
I-
hold on to this until you can pistol whip him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So next round.
So you're holding on to the pick point, and you're just sneaking up. You're not going to even...
Not running.
Not going to...
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna charge it.
I want to try something.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to try and pull water up onto the hot person and try and cool them down. Because it looks like they're almost on fire.
Okay.
Like they're burning up seriously.
Okay.
I want to sink a fate point into this.
Okay.
Not bad. 32.
Congratulations.
So I got water up onto him to help.
Sewer water all over the dude.
Just trying to... And are
Just
you
trying to
like
bring down his temperature?
sustaining it? You know, kind
yeah,
of like
kinda.
kind of like a stream of water, just kind of moving over him.
Yeah.
Okay.
To like bring the temperature down and pull the heat away from the person.
You can smell steam, sewer steam.
Ugh.
Ugh.
How
Is
close
this
together?
temperature going down at all?
It seems like there's something fighting the water, trying to maintain the temperature. And you can see the elemental just pouring more heat into it, Julian.
Mhm.
You can see, like, it seems like the elemental actually starts growing and pushing more energy into the adult.
How close together are the adult and child?
They're about 1.5 meters apart.
Would he see the my elemental moving the water over him?
Julian would see the elemental work. Your elemental working. Yes.
Okay.
Can I see which one Julian is going towards?
They're like they were looking at each other with the child in front of you. So it's your group, the child, and then the adult.
Okay.
So I have to move past the child.
I can tell that Julian is headed to the adult. I'm going to head towards the child.
Okay. All right, Julian, what are you doing?
Close enough. I'm gonna clock him.
Okay.
Since the target was 16, right?
Right. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, 32.
Okay. You knock him hard on the head. All of a sudden, like he collapses under the wave of the water, and he starts getting pushed downstream.
I immediately stop pushing water over.
What does that do to the image of the elemental?
Oh, the elemental is getting pushed along with the
Did it shrink back
adult.
in size?
No.
I want to also reach out and grab him to stop him.
Go ahead and make a physique roll.
Physique.
I would think that would be reflexes, though.
You know,
Reflexes. Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
With a 5. Slips through your fingers.
okay.
I'm going to try and stop him using my water elemental.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, I gotcha.
like a net. 17?
Okay. So you create like a whirlpool, and he just starts circling the whirlpool. It's not enough to like drag him under or anything like that, but it's keeping him like stationary,
Yeah.
like in that area.
Now you can grab him.
How old is the child?
Yeah,
It's set
7. Okay, yeah, 7.
Is Abel, like, screaming or freaking out?
Oh yeah. He's totally freaking out at this point.
Okay. Sam's walking up behind Abel, and I'm going to grab a hold of him and pick him up and try to hold him against myself.
Okay.
That'd be more of a brawling.
Yeah, alright, then I'm using... I don't want to just stab him in the back of the head, so... 13 brawling, picking up a 7-year-old.
A lot better than my 0.
You're 0.
Okay, so you're able to grab hold of the kid.
Okay.
But now that that you've touched him, the kid knows where you are, and you start you feel it, the platform that they had made, that the kid had made and that they were standing on, you start feeling it move up your legs. Like it's trying to encase your feet. Julian, what are you doing?
I don't even see this because it's happening
Correct.
down behind me.
Yes.
So I'd be still trying to grab hold of the adult to make sure that they don't get away
Okay.
from where we are. Let me set this reflexes.
Oh my gosh.
I got a 2.
The fire elemental notices you. It lets go. Actually, no, it doesn't let go of his heart. A part of it shoots out of the back and goes into the water like a good half a meter behind it. And you can see all of this power just leave the body of the adult. It's almost like he's taking the core temperature and he dumps it into the water behind him, and it starts pushing both the elemental and the person out of the whirlpool on the far side of it. And it starts pushing them down the river almost like it looks like a motorboat.
Oh crap, this is a very powerful fire elemental!
Or out of the darkness then.
Yeah,
But he's still unconscious.
I mean, Julian's not going to be able to keep up with that pace.
Nope.
Somebody could.
Yeah, I'm about to. Going to do my breathe underwater thing again
Okay.
and swim up next to him.
Dolphin!
I did that in a Pathfinder Dungeons and Dragons campaign once. Like we were fighting a river troll,
Sewer dolphin.
and I was playing a bard, and I'm like, all right, I just got summoned an animal. I'm going to summon a river dolphin. So I send to the river dolphin to attack the troll in the river, and he nat.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, keep going. So not bad.
So I got a 20. The difficulty is 11. So while underwater, I move both hands over my face as if pulling down a mask. And then I just start bolting forward through the water to catch up to where the
That's
body
freaky.
is.
Okay. Even or odd?
Ugh,
Even.
you should know, he picked up the red die. Chances are it's going to be a 6. And it was. You always say even on the red die. You have better chances.
So as you're being pushed along, you can still see this. Like you can still see the elemental with your vision, right?
Right.
You see this rippling of the water as it goes through, and this Jerr Lan is being pushed by a water elemental. What does your water elemental look like?
I would think that it looks kind of like a cloud, but like a watery...
Like a vapor.
Kinda.
You can see him going along, and the fire elemental arcs across and starts trying to boil off the water elemental.
These are things I've never encountered before.
The elemental's attacking your elemental.
I know!
So how does that feel to you? Because you don't communicate with your elemental like
Well,
others
I'm
apparently do.
I'm feeling like anxiety and very hot.
It's like a deep,
Like
sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach, like you've just been punched in your gut and had to go walk on a stage and give a 45-minute speech right after that.
feels sort of like that, only with like this deep burning pain sensation along with it. Like I'm being slowly brought up to temperature and water.
It starts pushing down on your elemental, trying to force you deeper and deeper into the water. It's trying to hold him down. Like, how long does your breathe underwater spell last?
An hour.
I don't know. That doesn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and push forward faster to try and catch up to the body.
Okay.
Should I roll for that?
Yes. Oh, yes, you should.
15.
Ooh. Because you were under attack, your elemental was under attack, the target number was 20. So you start falling behind, and you're feeling sicker and sicker.
Jerr would try to pull his elemental to himself
Okay.
and wrap it around him, sort of like a blanket of protection.
That sounds like a conjuration roll. Like you're trying to conjure it back to yourself.
Yeah.
Close until it's gonna be okay.
And protect me from whatever's happening.
He's been close to the friends for a very long time. That's why you can't wait to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't talk to you.
I rolled a 13.
You succeeded.
Alright. So is it still being, like, harassed?
No, as you pull it closer into yourself, the fire elemental is moving away at a faster rate, and it leaves you behind. And the adult figure disappears around the bend.
He would still try and follow after,
So Julian
just to see, if nothing else, where the body ended up.
So Julian seeing that.
How long does the vision last?
A day.
2.5, 3 minutes.
Oh, so I'm good.
You're good. You're good. No problems.
Julian seeing that the fire elemental has escaped. He's going to see what's going on with the other elemental and Sam.
Shade is not latched onto Sam's heart. Shade is latched onto Sam's mind. It's not just like in the brain. Like you can see black tendrils of very shiny, oily, viscous material going all the way down Sam's spine.
Ooh.
You gotta get rid of that thing now.
I like it. Feels good.
I wasn't expecting to see
Shade.
I was more seeing what was going on with the younger, I guess, figure at this point because we
had not concluded. So as Sam felt the things crawling up Sam's leg, I would have pulled my knife and put it against the kid's throat and threatened, "Stop or you're dead."
Way different approaches to things here.
Yes. So you see the kid basically just like in a Richter, like pressed up against Sam's body. And the anchoring soil has stopped, but it is still there. It is still holding
It
on.
hasn't retreated at all.
Is the earth elemental actively influencing the kid?
It seems to be a far more passive passenger.
Okay. He's going to play on a hunch there, and he's going to shout out and say, hey kid, calm down. I'm not here to hurt you. We're here to get you back to your father.
Tell this one to calm down. I'm just trying to protect myself.
We're not here to hurt you.
Get the knife away from my neck then.
Get the earth off of my feet.
That would be a command roll.
Yes. And I'm going to roll persuasion to try and persuade.
Okay.
Y'all
so
so be there for this part.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not persuading the elemental. I'm actually persuading just the kid,
Yes.
so I'm not as uber with that
I got a
persuasion.
D plus 2. So this is
I have 2D plus 1.
Okay, so we're going to have you go first because you were the one who told him that you were just there to get him back to his dad.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
11.
Okay. So you can feel the kid relaxing a little bit while he's talking to you, but he's still not really excited about pointy things at his neck. So now you're going to roll to command the kid.
To increase it to 2.
2D.
You guys have spent like
It does it double.
It doubles your pips
So
too.
2D plus 4.
I've spent 2. Aaron spent 2.
6.
No.
Okay, so I leave the knife there, and I tell Julian he's not letting me go.
Julian says, just both of you at the same time start to ease and relax.
Okay. Sounds like a command roll.
And Sam's willing. Sam's gonna start to relax the point against
8.
Okay, so you succeed with Sam.
Okay.
And the kids, since you've already kind of persuaded them a little bit, you start feeling it loosen up and turn from like a tough clay more to a sand-like consistency.
Okay. Finish relaxing, pull the knife away, and set the kid down.
Okay.
And back away.
Who are you guys?
What is your name?
Abel?
Abel. Well, I know your father, and he's been looking for you.
Yeah?
Like I said, we're here to take you back to your father.
What if I don't want to go back?
Why wouldn't you want to go back?
I'm learning some really cool things here. Choler's teaching me a lot.
Choler North. You don't want to learn from him, kid. He doesn't have your interest in mind.
At least he knows the difference between Choler and his dad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make me a persuade roll here.
Oh, nope. I got a 1. That's where a plus comes in handy, because I did not roll a 0.
How do you know what I want to learn?
put it this way. He may be teaching you stuff that sounds like it's pretty cool, but he's going to make you do things with it that aren't cool. I'm not saying that what you're learning isn't cool. He's going to force you to do some pretty nasty and dark things.
You don't know that.
I know enough to know that it's not good.
What kind of stuff is he teaching you that you like to learn?
Different things to do with my powers.
I know some people who would be more than willing to teach you.
Go ahead and roll persuade.
10.
Okay. Like what kind of stuff?
I whisper in his ear how to kill, how to torture, how to maim, how to not leave a mark. Are these things you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That sounds cool.
I think he's willing.
What sounds cool?
Stuff.
Sam speaks up and says, does it really matter what we're going to teach him? He's willing to go back to his dad for now.
Julian, is kind of hesitant. He says, I see your point. In the end, it does matter.
All fun and games.
Sam instead just goes, well, we'll figure it out. Let's go find the other one.
I don't think we should take the kid along.
You want to leave him here?
No.
You want to kill him?
No, we're going to teach him, remember?
Are those the options?
I can take him back.
I don't think that's a great idea either. I think we should all go back and report.
Where'd Jerr go?
Swimming down around the sewer bend.
Have you come back yet, Jerr?
No, I'm still following the body until I learn where it ends. Yeah, just not as closely.
Okay.
Let's go to Neri.
Okay.
So we're going to find the ladder
Okay.
and work our way up.
All right, sounds good. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.